My name is John Lenfestey. I'm the pastor here at Maple Run Friends Church, and I've been here for 5 years now. I am from Grant County originally, and this is just a joy. I've found out about the church through some friends that I work with at Oak Hill High School, and it's been a very good relationship and a good ministry so far over these last 5 years. I think Maple Run has a fantastic relationship with the community. They have been known for many, many years. The church has been well in existence over 100 years, and as a servant's heart church, and people that serve, who love missions, and we have people that go on missions trips every single year, and but they have a heart. I mean, one of the great ministries we have here at the church is called Your Friend's Closet, and it happens on the last Saturday of every month from 9 o'clock to noon, and it's an opportunity where we just share of all the things that God has blessed us with. So clothing, household items, things that we've collected from the community. It's welcome and for anybody to come, and it's free. But we're known for that we give to people and we share with people. And but it's also a church that's deeply rooted in the gospel of Jesus Christ. Our ministries are all about Christ and what He's done for us and what we believe He can do for others. So I think that's the things we're most well known for, and which is, of course, what we want to be known for as being servants of Jesus Christ, and telling people that not only are we friends, but we want all of them to be friends with Christ as well. All that we do is to serve for Christ in all the things that we do. And we want to make sure that from each service we have, each ministry that we have, whether it's reaching to children or families or young people, whatever it might be, or traveling around the world, it's about going in being the hands and feet of Christ wherever we go. So for sure, if you ask anybody in our church, what's our church about? It's about serving as the people of God. And that's what we desire to do. I believe there was a stream or something around here that was known as Maple Run, and so it's a community name. It's just been established ever since this church has been here. Something to do with the actual community, and they just adopted it. It just became the Fringe Church for this area. The church was started out of what used to be called Mrs. Sinowall Friends Church, which no longer exists. My understanding that it was if you know where the IOOF cemetery or the old cemetery in Marion, it was there's a sign right there on that property that the church used to exist there, right near the river where the cemetery is. And Marion First Friends was established out of that. Maple Run was established out of that, and a few other churches that I don't think are in existence anymore. But again, I mean, we're talking 1800s, so I don't remember any names or anything that I've studied before. They had been in that church. That church that's there now, the old brick church, was built in the 50s due to a fire that happened in the church that was before that. They had a beautiful brick church that was there before, and my understanding, they were having some revival meetings and meetings throughout the week, and they had an old stove, and it was in the basement, and they were stoking the stove and getting it ready for evening meetings, and the building caught on fire. So very unfortunate, but the church never missed a beat. I think that they went to Roseburg School and held some meetings until the new church could be built. But it was there for a long time, and I think within the last 20 years, I couldn't tell you exactly what year it was, they had a vision to build this facility, which was an all-purpose gym facility, cafe, whatever they needed to do for serving and stuff like that. And more and more people started going, and then they started realizing it was getting elbow room over there, and they wanted to come over here. So they've been meeting over here ever since I've been here and before. And we have plenty of room over here and have all of our activities. And we do use the little church as well. We have a Hispanic church that meets there on Sundays, and we've had a heartbeat for a long time at this church to be involved in Hispanic ministries. We planted a church in Logansport about 20 years ago, and it's been going well. And then we're working with them to establish this church in Marion, and we're hoping it grows and becomes very successful. Well, our former pastor, who's now the associate pastor here, John Key, he was a missionary, and he served on the field in Jamaica and some other places for a long time. So he always had a heartbeat for missions and wanted to be involved in that. And he just realized there was a growing population in Indiana, Grant County, and others of Hispanic individuals. And if my memory is correct, I think there's well over 4,000 Hispanic speakers that live in Grant County. and we wanted to do what we could do to reach out to them. And the goal originally was to plant a Hispanic church here, but what happened, if you're familiar with Indiana geography and Hispanic population, Logansport has a huge Hispanic population due to the meat packing plants and other things like that. So as the church here was starting that work, they realized, nope, it's not here, it's in Logansport. So the base of Manatee DeVita has been based out of Logansport ever since then. But it really started in our pastor John Key's heart, his love for missions, and grew in the hearts of other people that they've supported and continue to support it ever since. I'm Pastor John Lenfestey at Maple Run Friends Church, and if you don't have a church home, we would be glad to have you come. We're a small church. We're a church that's been in the community for a long time. We're about serving and loving and sharing the good news of Jesus Christ with all that we can. And we would love to have you come and visit our church at 10:30 on Sunday mornings. You're always welcome. Hope to see you soon.